Hello, grade 12 students. Welcome back to another exciting lesson on practical research 2. Today's lesson will focus on research in our daily life. At the end of this module, you are expected to design a research used in daily life. Research is composed of two words, re and search. Re is a prefix which means again, anew, or over again, and search is a verb meaning to examine closely and carefully, to test and try, or to probe or to study thoroughly. Together, they form a noun describing field of knowledge undertaken to establish facts or principles, according to Grinnell in 1934. Research is the primary source of knowledge. It aims to develop new knowledge and apply scientific and engineering principles to connect the knowledge in one field to that in others, according to Russell et al. In 1991. To Grinnell, research is a structured inquiry that utilizes acceptable scientific methodology to solve problems and creates new knowledge that is generally acceptable. It is essential to humans' existence to keep abreast with the continuous technological advancement, fast-changing environment, ever-evolving competition, and even to some extent, a mean for survival. Daily activities are mostly carried on without reflection, and it occasionally occurs to question that which generally passes as true. Millennial learners in a technology-based society cannot remain in a state of unquestioned belief, for habits, attitudes, and even critical decisions which are mostly challenged by unexpected changes in the globalized environment. If students are not confronted by their own inquisitiveness of others, this is why there is a need to do research and validate set of beliefs in order to prove them true. Some may consider these beliefs, for instance, learners of the 21st century are mostly distracted by gadgets. Use of social media sites are detrimental to study habits of students, and the use of technology is an effective tool to deliver instructions to students. On the basis of these beliefs, research findings can guide school administrators or academic heads or curriculum planners and teachers in policy making and in improving the effectiveness of teaching strategies. There are many instances that those widely held beliefs and even prejudices have been shown to be invalid after subjected to various scholarly inquiries and tests. It is recommended that it is sound to know not only what is generally supposed to be true about several phenomena and theories, but also the level to which properly conducted research supports such beliefs. In order to assess the degree to which beliefs are supported by research, it is necessary to understand the research process, according to Stone in 1978. That is why you have to learn the various methods of research. The first challenge of any researcher is the identification of a research topic. A research topic or problem is an intellectual stimulus calling for an answer in the form of scientific inquiry. Topics or problems are general questions about relations among variables or characteristics of the phenomenon which a researcher needs to undertake, according to Bayonet in 2005. Let's talk about the sources of research topics or problems. The following are the things that may be considered before starting the research activity. 1. Prevailing theories or philosophy. 2. Observations, intuitions, or a combination of both. 3. Different subjects taken, and from them, identify a problem that interests a student researcher most. 4. Fields of interest or specialization or event from related fields, like Strand, ABM, and UMS. The fifth source is the existing problems in the classroom, school, campus, or university, which one may want to solve are good sources of research problems. 6. Existing needs of the community or society. 7. Repetition or extension of investigations already conducted or may be an offshoot of studies underway, according to Angeles in 1966. Number 8. Related studies and literatures. 9. Advice of authorities or experts from funding agencies. 10. Offshoots of friendly conversations. And 11. Incidental from interesting topics of professors during the course meeting or session. Moving on, we have the guidelines in selecting research topics. In choosing a research problem, be guided of the following criteria. Number 1, it should be something new or different from what has already been written about. 2, it must be original. 3, it should be significant to the field of study or discipline, or in your strand in your case. Number 4, it must necessarily arouse intellectual curiosity. Number 5, it should be of researcher's interest and the researcher must be with the topic. Number 6, it should be a modest one for a beginner to be carried on within a limited period of time. Number 7, it should be clear, not ambiguous. Number 8, it should be specific and not general. Number 9, it should consider the training and personal qualifications of the researcher. And number 10, it should consider the availability of data involved in the study and the methods and techniques to be employed in gathering them. 11. It should consider the availability of effective instruments for gathering the data and their treatment. Number 12. It should consider the financial capacity of the researcher to support the project. And number 13, it should consider the time factor involved in the undertaking. Based on experience, problem awareness could be developed among students of research. Students are confronted with many problems within their reach, which can be used as opportunities to formulate potential research topics. All of these researchable areas or concerns lend themselves to investigation. The inquisitive and imaginative minds of students may bring forth interesting and worthwhile research topics. Technological changes constantly bring forth new problems and new prospects for research. Educational motivations, classroom lectures, classroom interactions, classroom discussions, seminar report and out-of-class exchanges of ideas with fellow students and professors suggest many stimulating problems to be solved. Tap all these resources and in a minute, one will identify a feasible research topic. After the student has identified the problem, which may have come from the following sources: specialization, observations, intuitions or both, subject offerings of the course, occupation, events in the related fields, theories, practices or needs, or maybe offshoot or extension of previous studies, replication of studies from funding agencies or research sponsors, habits and interests, authorities, friendly conversations, advisors, professors, other teachers, in lectures or seminars, from technological changes, class discussions, interactions, professional journals, or personal curiosity. The student can now state the research problem. Please remember that the researcher has to settle first the problem of selecting the problem to research on. That ends our lesson today. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you and see you again next meeting.